on to the second half of our navigation shortcuts, and some of these you guys are already familiar with from the last module. Those are Enter, Tab, and Shift Tab. So if we remember, we want to move down one cell, we press Enter. If we want to move to the right one cell, we press Tab. And if we want to undo that or go the other direction, we want to go left one cell, we add in Shift. So Shift Tab, that takes us to the left one cell. Now for the new ones, if we want to navigate from sheet to sheet within our workbook, we can either come down here and press the sheets themselves, or we can use a shortcut. So if we want to get to the next sheet, we'll press and hold Control while we press the page down key. So Control and page down, that takes us to the next sheet, Control page down, next sheet. And if I want to come back to where I started, so I want to go to a previous sheet, I'll do Control and page up, and that brings us right back to where we were before. Now, if I want to insert columns or rows, there's a shortcut for that as well. And to do that, we first need to select a column. So we can either do the selection by coming up to the top of our column and waiting for that arrow to be pointing down and then clicking, or we now have a shortcut for this. So our shortcut is in combination with the space bar, and for a column we'll press Control space bar. So Control space, that selects our entire column. So that's another way to do it. And then if I want to insert another column to the left of that, I'll press Control and plus. If you're on a standard keyboard, that will probably mean that you have to press Control, Shift, and then that equals sign key, which has the plus sign if you are holding Shift as well. So for you, it might be Control, Shift, plus to add a column there. Now, if I wanted to add multiple columns, then all I would have to do is select multiple columns. Let's say I wanted 3 columns to the left of these 3 columns, and when I insert columns, it's always going to insert it to the left of it. So if I wanted 3 columns to the left of these, I would select 3 columns and then Control and plus. That would add 3 columns in. So however many I select is how many it's going to add in to the left of it. And the same thing works for rows. If I went to select a row or 2, let's say that I wanted 2 rows above these 2 rows, I press Control and plus at the same time, and that adds our 2 rows in. Now, what about if we are off in no man's land in some other part of our worksheet and we want to get back to the start? So I'm way down here, let's say, way down my worksheet, and I'm lost and I want to get back to the beginning. For that, all you need to do is Control and the home key, and that will take us right back to cell A1. So it doesn't matter where we are in our worksheet, Control Home, that will take us back to A1. Alright, in the next video we're going to take a look at some general shortcuts, and then I'm going to show you how to access anywhere on your ribbon using your keyboard and never having to use your mouse if you don't want to.